Pause for a minute. Are you awake or just functioning? The truth about self-awareness and mindset. Today we are laying the groundwork for every future conversation. This isn't just another self-help talk. It's a wake-up call and a mirror. We are talking about self-awareness and how it shapes every lens through which you live your life. More specifically, we are talking about what's the difference between self-awareness and mindset, and why does it matter? Self-awareness is inherent, but it must be cultivated. Yes, you are born with the capacity for self-awareness. But unless you develop it, nurture it, and use it, you live as if you never had it at all. Think of it like a seed. Self-awareness is a seed. Mindset is the fruit. But a seed doesn't grow on its own. And a mindset that isn't examined becomes a trap, not a tool. Most people are asleep, but think they're awake. Let's be honest. Most people aren't fully conscious. Not because they are unintelligent or uncaring, but because they've never been taught to see themselves clearly. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." In other words, the life you think you're choosing may actually be a reaction. Your beliefs, your patterns, your fears, most of them were not chosen consciously. They were absorbed, inherited, conditioned. And unless you stop to observe them, you'll keep living them, mistaking what is familiar for what is true. Gurdjieff takes this even further. He said, "Man lives his life in sleep, and in sleep he dies." To him, human beings are mostly mechanical, reacting, performing, surviving, while being asleep to their true nature. He taught a path called the work, a lifelong process of self-observation, inner struggle, and conscious awakening. It's not about achieving a moment of enlightenment and coasting on it. It's about daily discipline, minute by minute remembering yourself, noticing when you slip into automatic thinking, automatic speaking, automatic living. Self-awareness is work, real work. You have to stop treating self-awareness like a flash of inspiration. It's not a one-time epiphany. It's an ongoing intentional effort. Gurdjieff's message was clear. If you do not do the work, you stay asleep. If you do not choose to become conscious, life will leave you, and you'll call it normal. So what's the relationship between self-awareness and mindset? Let's clarify. Self-awareness is the ability to observe your thoughts, your patterns, your beliefs, and your choices. Mindset is the attitude you carry into those thoughts and choices. You need awareness to even know what your mindset is. Because without it, you live reactively, not intentionally. You can't change what you won't confront, and you can't confront what you can't see. This isn't just content. This is a threshold moment. Because from this point forward, every conversation on this podcast will challenge you to live awake. And here is the truth. Some people won't want to. They'll prefer the comfort of a fixed mindset and the safety of familiarity, the illusion of control. And that's okay, because growth is always a choice. And this podcast is for those who are ready to choose differently. So if you're still with me, here is what that choice means. It means choosing curiosity over ego, reflection over reaction, truth over comfort, surrender over self-preservation, alignment over performance, being over doing, conscious over unconscious, power over victimhood, action over excuses, and the list goes on. It means no longer living on autopilot and no longer outsourcing your identity to others. The spiritual perspective to this, Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." But here is a catch. You can't renew what you haven't noticed. You can't transform a mindset that's rooted in fear, shame, or lies if you've never slowed down enough to ask where it came from. So yes, renewal requires self-awareness. And true self-awareness, when rooted in God, brings not just clarity, but freedom. So as we close this episode, I want to leave you with 3 simple but serious questions. Number 1, are you awake in your own life or just functioning? 2, what beliefs, reactions, or thought patterns have you never paused to examine? 3, what kind of mindset is growing from the soil of your awareness or a lack of it? My closing thoughts: you were created with the capacity to wake up, to see, to choose, to live intentionally. But no one can do the work for you. So if you're still here, consider this your invitation. Let this be the moment you choose to live awake, because the cost of unconscious living is far too high. And the beauty of being fully alive is far too precious to miss. Until next time, keep waking up, keep becoming, keep choosing what's true.